I'm not very, I mean, I tell people all the time, I love to fish. I'm just not all that great at it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
How am I going to start this?
I have no clue. Catch a new house?
I'll tell you like I told Dan, just follow along, and he rolls his eyes like, oh shit.
Oh shit, here we go, right?
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 9. Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and you know, since the first of the year, Landon and I have been trying to put a fling on things.
Just do something different.
Different shows. One week we're on the beach, another week we're at the Crab Fest, another week we're in one of his homes. This week we're actually in the tourism center here where the air conditioner is going on. But we're going to talk fishing because we've talked Crab Fest and family, but let's talk fishing today. And I really don't know where this is going to go, but I do know Landon loves to fish. And so let's talk a little bit about what you love about it. Is it being on the water? Is it just
David,
no phone and relaxing?
That's
or is it the eating at the end of the trip?
No, it's one of those deals. I grew up, my grandfather was a commercial farmer. We had 4 stocked ponds that he farm raised minnows out of and then brought in catfish afterwards.
Okay.
So we always had the opportunity to go fish. We had cattle, we always had ponds, they always had fish in them. We always go fish there as a kid. Then you come back into, as I got a little older in my 20s, I really started to enjoy saltwater fishing.
Because it's a big difference.
Well, it's a huge difference, especially from fishing in a pond to fishing in the bay, right?
Right.
And so then we started really enjoying, you know, targeting redfish or trout or anything of that nature up and down the coast. And then, you know, we talked a couple weeks ago about the fishing pier the new pier that's coming down. And our experiences at Rollover Pass whenever we could fish it, right?
In fact, I had a conversation with someone talking about the pier, and I don't think people realize about the economic impact that's going to have for that area.
I think it's going to bring a lot of people who don't come to the peninsula right now. It's going to give them an opportunity to come and fish and then enjoy what we all enjoy here.
Right.
Which I think is great because I believe that's what Rollover Pass used to do. I said, when we used to go down there and fish, I was in my early 20s and we had a blast. And then it kind of went away and you kind of forget about it. And now we're getting it redone in a different way, but I do think it's going to bring a lot more people down here that maybe they don't like to go to the beach, or maybe they don't have the boat to go out fishing, but they have the ability now to go out onto the pier and enjoy what we started talking about, which was fishing. And you kind of saw when you brought up fishing, I enjoy it. I didn't say I was good at it. I said I enjoy it, okay?
What are we going to do this show on? And he said, man, let's talk about fishing. And he just sort of glowed, and then we're starting, and I said, okay, follow me. And he's like, where's this going?
But it's one of those things of, you know, it's kind of like fishing. You never know what you're going to catch.
Yeah.
You throw it out there and see what bites, and that's the fun. You know, you start seeing
a hidden prize between every hookup.
Well, you start seeing as the water starts to warm up a little bit, you're going to start seeing more and more fishing pictures and photos and different things like that. And then, you know, once we get that pier finished, I mean, I think that's something that you're going to see families down there, you know, spending weekends just hanging out and fishing off the pier.
And that's one of the things, I talked to a lot of people at Rollover before it was closed, and then afterward it was closing down. And all of them, sort of like Bolivar, it was about family coming down, and they'd spend a weekend or they'd spend a week. And when they spent down here a week, they went to the pier, the pass every day and fished as a family. And as the sun set, or if the fishing was good, they'd fire the lights up.
I was about to say, I remember going down there at night, and that is what I think the pier is going to bring. You're going to be able to go. You're going to be able to go to the beach during the day and hang out and enjoy there, and then go to fire up the lights down there. And if you haven't ever fished under the lights, that's where it's at. That's where it's at.
And I did talk to the county and the people building the pier. It is going to have lights on it, and so that's one thing. When you get on a lit pier in a July or August night and that wind lays down and you can hear that pop, 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 there's nothing like it. It's sort of like a popcorn machine going off, and then your ears, and man, and once with social media now, someone says the trout are hitting under the lights at the pier, it'll be a traffic jam getting down here the next night.
To get here.
Yeah, so. Well, for more information on Prestige Custom Builders and their homes, and they do have some spec homes in different stages. Make sure you check out their website at prestigeCustomBuilders.net. Also, find them on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, where you can get more information and see some of the homes that they've built here on our 27 miles of paradise. So we're going to head on out. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.
Video equipment is sponsored by Crystal Beach Decor and More, located at 1959 Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas, and Beachy Beatnik Boutique and Jewelry, located at 970 Surfside and Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas. Thank you to these two businesses for being our 2025 video equipment sponsor for Bolivar Live.